And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Through the final chicane and the AlphaTauri hits the wall of champions. Welcome back everybody, and welcome to the Elite Tier, and also welcome back Herbie.
Hello. 20 minutes late starting the Elite Tier. That's what happens when you safety the car too much.
Yeah, when Challenger decides to ball too much. But yeah, here we are. Also, well, now that I just saw it again, yeah, I don't know if you realized, but we had one or the other redesign, and I just wanted to give quick shoutouts for some of the new graphics stuff for Astral, and of course Stream Overlay here, and the new transition we got for Fabian here. Banging graphic designers we got going here. It's crazy. Session will start in 50 seconds. I sure hope it does. As yeah, qualifying is way overdue, as you rightfully said so.
Wait, it hasn't started already?
I don't know, man. Oh, there we are. Now it has started for me.
Oh, yeah. Wait, this is exactly what happened to me earlier. I've been sat here for the last minute watching the clock tick down from 18 minutes, and then it just restarts.
Yeah, you know, like, I am the medieval Earth. The sun revolves around me, and not about you. Hasn't. Nah, but apparently the timer just resets when I load into the game.
Fair enough.
So yeah, full grid. That is quite a pleasant sight as well. 39 drivers might be like the strongest opening weekend we've had in quite a while. Yeah, I think we had like one full one at some point, but this may have been way back in the glory days of season 7 or something.
No, these are the glory days.
Honestly, this is the FS Renaissance for sure.
Yeah, it's going to last exactly one season until F1 24 comes out.
Yeah, probably, and then we're just gonna start anew. Unless you all sell your soul to EA. Yeah. But yeah, it's 20 drivers, 2 Chelly subs here in Fanta and Nitro, coincidentally currently placed 19th and 20th. And we have a whole bunch of returning people. We have a whole bunch of interesting new teams and team changes. Seagull has lived long enough to see himself become the Red Bull, whereas Rapid instead now has moved to Mercedes with a newcomer Drenov here in the other seat, Seagull Emils in the Red Bull. Dimsky has been teamed up with Yeast, as neither of them had preferences in Ferrari, which I expect is going to be a very spicy team. Lauda and Hussein should be a very potent combo as well, just as Jannemann and Marceljan in the AlphaTauris here. That's going to be quite a banger. Really
We're going to be calling them the Jan clan this season, by the way.
Are you gonna? Okay, the Jan clan.
The Jan clan.
The Clan. Okay.
No, no. The Jan clan.
Jan clan is good enough.
Yeah, absolutely. Though it's an elite tier that, as I mentioned at the beginning of the Challenger race, I think the top end will still be looking fairly similar, but the middle clump has improved in quality a lot. I think with the new drivers, the additions from the Challenger tier as well.
Yeah.
There's definitely going to be a big scrap for points outside of the top 6, and we know how exciting the infighting within the top 6 can be, so there's definitely plenty to play for these elite drivers at the moment.
So to go over the last few teams, Alpine still resident driver there, MQ, has picked up a new teammate in Mofa. And we have 2 newcomers in Alfa Romeo with Mr. Mouse and Donny. And, well, finally, we have Tianche with, I think, oh god, what's the name? I had it just in my mind. It's a new driver as well. We will probably see them next week. Let's phrase it like that. And
Tianche's
Williams.
teammate.
Hmm?
Tianche's teammate.
Yeah, Tianche's teammate. It's the one with 427 at the end, who isn't checked in today.
I'll have a quick look.
If you look in the check-ins, or well, you could just look at the driver lineups, honestly. But
It is Luke C.
yeah, Luke C. Yes.
Who was actually, I think, is seed in public?
No, I don't think so. But
Okay.
you can say where he
Top
is,
half
anyways.
is what
yeah,
I'll say.
yeah.
Top half. So a
So-
little bit of a shame that they're not present, but
I mean, it happens. Everybody is missing like a race or two over the season. So I just hope that he's gonna
Not
be there
Seagull.
next time. I think Seagull said he was gonna miss one this season. So
okay, maybe Seagull.
yeah. Oh yeah, and I think last team we have not mentioned at all
Or-
is Kingsman and Cherry, who is not French, evidently.
I think I just saw a Haas parked at the pit lane entry.
Yeah, I think they spun there. You can get disqualified for that because it counts as blocking the pit entry.
Well, they absolutely were blocking the pit entry.
yeah, absolutely,
There's no doubt
but-
about that.
Yeah, Bob, this is so weird. Seagull and Rapid just like swapped teams. Like if Verstappen just went to Ferrari now and Leclerc was like, oh well, might as well Red Bull.
Oh, you mean like with Hamilton going to Ferrari?
Yeah, sorta,
These
but
things never
they
happen.
they don't have a swap, right? Like who's Mercedes gonna take? Definitely not gonna be Sainz.
It's
Well-
Sebastian Vettel.
Oh, I would love that. I don't think Seb is coming back though. Sadly.
Well, the pole time in Challenger was around 1:17.35, so it's not too surprising to see Fanta somewhere near it. The other drivers a little bit back of that, but we've got Drianov. Drianov? Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, sure.
Rapid's teammate, who was
He was
again,
like,
I'm not going to reveal the exact seeding, but pretty low,
yeah, bottom 5, I think, right? Somewhere
very
in there.
low.
Yeah.
So this is a good time.
Yeah, it's a good start for him for sure. But I guess like pretty much where they should be, right? Like, of course, performance changes on the day, but theoretically we would expect the weakest elite tier driver. Oh god, yeah, that was a little bit of impeding there by the Alpine. But yeah, we would expect the weakest elite tier driver to be stronger than the strongest challenger tier driver, right? So yeah, Fanta is in P5 currently as well. I do think that the lap times will come down quite considerably, even among the others still. Man, it's weird
Yeah,
to
definitely. It's a long quali session. Yet to set a lap time. I think the most notable would be Hussein.
yeah, he just got blocked a little bit and abandoned his lap into the pits. Nitro is on an invalid lap. Let's see what Mofa is doing.
I'm
one of our
hoping Mofa
newcomers.
will cook something good up. I've predicted them to finish P5, the highest of the newcoming drivers.
That was very close, but unfortunately invalidated the lap there. Just ran slightly wide.
Yeah.
Not sure what MQ is on. I think this is still a hot lap for him. I thought he was the slow car that was passed by his teammate before, but apparently that was a Williams or something. Yeah, last year of Alpine being good, apparently. They look extremely shit right now. And 118 on MQ, there's slots right in between the two McLarens. Eneman in P5. Gonna be a bit weird for now to see him in the AlphaTauri. I would have expected him in Marcian and Janeman in Ferrari, I think. Would have been more intuitive, I guess, but Jimsky in Ferrari is also very nice to see again. I'm curious what Yeast can cook up. As he had a surprisingly low speed, I guess, for the pace that he has shown in the past.
Yeah, there was a little bit of inconsistency from him when he raced towards the tail end of last season, though, so maybe that's still going on to a certain extent.
Yeah. I think that too, like, he has tracks on which he's very good at. And will shine, but sometimes he just Jimsky, huge PB. 8,000s there shaved off his old PB. What else do we have? Donny on a hot. Donny might be on a hot lap. Fanta retired. Fanta orange hit the wall. At the same spot where the Challenger Alfa Romeos both retired.
Rapid is on a hot lap. He was up by 300ths at the end of Sector 2, so he could yet improve upon this time.
Does. About a 10th that he gets in the end. 4/10 up on Seagull. Then again, is 3/10 up. Like, considering that Elite is supposed to be relatively close, and I think will be in the midfield in a bit, the gap between the top guys is quite huge in comparison.
Yeah, they took if gap car quite literally, and they've made it if gap gap.
Yeah, that's true. There ain't no car in these gaps. Who else is going? Seagull is, I think, still on a hot lap here. So let's see if he can improve. Did not pay attention to his delta. But this looks okay. And it is an improvement, but not enough to really harm Rapid up there. Hussein, in the meantime, has set a lap time worthy of P5. Just before, ahead of Mr. Mouse. Yeah, whose seating does not really indicate that he should be that high up neither, but, well.
Yeah, but again, the lap times are not that much higher than where Fanta was to set Challenger pole, so...
fair.
I was kind of expecting a little bit more from some of these elite guys. I mean, maybe that's still going to come in the remaining few minutes.
I feel like a lot more of what the elite drivers especially have up on Challenger drivers is like some sort of competition race pace, generally. We've seen Kingsman and Fanta being able to compete pace-wise at times the past
that's
season
true.
when they subbed in. And I expect
Quite a few of these drivers are former Challenger drivers at one point or another.
Yeah, speaking of, Bianca is still on a hot lap right now, and the Brightweight Haas. I do miss a proper white car. I want the old Alfa Romeo back. Such a beautiful car. Now we have a Kick Monster Energy car.
So we're going to be seeing this. What was the rebranded AlphaTauri?
The rebranded
Visa
AlphaTauri
Cash
is the Visa Cash App Racing Bulls. Yes.
We'll be seeing that next season.
Yeah.
Can't wait for people to sign up and ask to be put in a Visa.
Oh yeah. They call it the V Carb. Kind of sounds like something
what did they make
you
it
would
in
have
the,
in diet.
What did they call it in the real Formula One?
They call it only
Visa
RB.
Cash App,
They call it, the official team name is RB, and that is just like
that's such a cop out. They really didn't want.
Nobody
to deal with
can
the Visa
call
Cash App.
Red Bull RB anymore because they have Racing Bulls now, and they are called RB. This is a kind of I hate them for that.
Are the Red Bulls not racing? Why do only the little guys get to be Racing Bulls?
Oh well, they can't call them Red Bull 2, Electric Boogaloo.
So anyway.
But W rebrand though, like they got closer to the old Not AlphaTauri. What was it? Toro Rosso.
Toro Rosso.
Yeah.
True. I liked the Toro Rosso.
Yeah.
That was the first couple of seasons where I started watching Formula One. Was Toro Rosso and
Yeah.
Pink Racing Point, or Force India, as
Yeah,
they were
yeah,
back
yeah.
then.
Pink Mercedes, yes.
They were big
Oh
fun.
boy. It's getting tight up there with Drinov, Jimsky and Jannemann. Really close together now for that P3. And damn, these Mercedes might just be an unstoppable force so far. Looking very strong here by the two. Let's see, switcheroo. Oh my god.
Ooh.
I am not entirely sure who that was. Must have been louder, honestly. Really, really unaware his outlap, and that pretty much ends the qualifying for switcheroo. No more chance to improve for more, as he presumably has picked up damage that incident. Yeah, that might just be a quali bun on. Really, really unaware. Jimsky going for another outlap. This final one. Oh, Marslian is only 19th right now. Jannemann and Marslian was a team where there were concerns that they might just be too strong, but so far, Marslian has not cooked yet. The Jan clan in shambles.
Yeah, and Rapid's teammate, P4.
Yeah, who we didn't have on the screen at all. Hey. Seems to be going very good for the two Mercedes.
But will it continue to go good in the race itself, of course?
In before they Rosberg each other. Just a nice little team collision there. Going into turn 1. So,
I think you asked too much of turn 1. There actually wasn't that much going on in turn 1 in the Challenger race.
I think first yellow flag was definitely thrown there. But yeah, turn 3 is where it really went downhill. Marcian has finally set a competitive time, which has put him P9 right now, just behind Niels there in the second. Red Bull. Red Bull looking decent here as well, both cars in the top 10.
I'd love it if the guy that I predicted to finish P5 could not be 5 seconds off the pace.
Yeah, I do think he has not set a clean lap yet. This one does not look like one. Let's see. Lauda
We've only got a minute 40 left as well.
Lauda has just invalidated. East has completed the Martin speedrun.
Martin speed.
Let's see. Jimsky will get one last shot. I don't think... Well, he can make it over the line still, but not gonna get another lap because... Ooh.
Mills could improve upon his time. He's currently entering Sector 2 up by just over a tenth, which is quite a lot, honestly, in that section. Could be P6.
Yeah, a 10th. Yeah, bring him ahead of Hussein. For more, he needs way more. The gap
Jimsky is up by 600ths at the end of Sector 2.
Oh,
I
Jimsky
don't
and
think that's
Seagull
going to be enough to get
currently.
into. Yeah, it's not going to be enough to get into Rapid, but as long as he maintains his pace through Sector 3, he will have P2 in the bag.
Let's see. Last turn for Jimsky here of the qualifying session. It does look decent, and it is enough for now. Going P2. Who do we want to watch?
Jannemann is up by... No, that can't be right. I was going to say.
He has
He's
just
only
started. Here to cheer for Kingsman. Okay, let's watch some Kingsman.
Did go P6.
Unless his lap is ass. Oh.
Oh, well. Never mind then.
Rapid has set a purple sector 2. Now approaching Star Finish way. Let's see if there's another improvement. Yaneman just retired. Probably not good overlap. Rapid doesn't improve. Jimsky won't improve. Seagull is 0.05 down. Really has to cook in this last sector now. There's a car on the wall.
Turinov couldn't quite improve. Kingsman has improved up to P10.
Hussein up to P4. Let's see, Seagull not able to re-overtake Jimsky. Mr. Mouse still going. Slightly down after sector 2, but slight improvement here. Not enough to catch Emils though. And with that, I think it's only Emils and Jimsky still on the track. As Emils is going to roll over the line with low fuel mode, and Jimsky's going to do a similar thing, I think.
Well, it seems the laps have ended. So it looks like we have our grid. Top 4, nothing new. Beyond that, quite spicy.
Yeah, really. That, I mean, I guess we would expect guys who were the strongest on pace in the past years. Yeah, Drenov being up in the mix. Emil's honestly in 7th, given that he only promoted from Challenger before the last season. Quite a banging result for him as well. The Mouse there punching way above his touching way above his weight seeding wise. P8. ASEAN getting 9 for the second AlphaTauri here. Kingsman freshly promoted, previous Challenger tier winner. Also a decent showing.
Oh boy. Formation lap coming up.
Yeah, oh boy.
What
better not tap
entertainment
out,
will
eh?
it provide?
I'm not touching my PC at all.
That's good. PC probably don't want to be touched.
He will drop. Not like I pay him much.
Any predictions from you?
Oh boy, business might as well be Herben.
Oh,
Or Rapid, I think. He's had a little bit of a drought, of course, in combination with starting from the back of the field a couple of times. I really think this is, yeah, the day where we get slapped straight back into Rapid dominance. And in P2, I think we're gonna have maybe some Hussein. Maybe there could.
ooh, that is spicy.
Yeah, I don't want to do like a full vanilla prediction.
I'm thinking Yaneman maybe at this point. Actually,
Yeah.
I probably had Yaneman in my podium anyway.
I mean, I'm always coping for the boy, but yeah, I don't know. Interesting threat here, starting softs. Pretty much everybody on mediums. And we have Yaneman Niels softs. Fanta and Lauda on hards. East and Cherry have, yeah, I don't know, a little bit of a French kiss apparently. Putting them straight to the grid.
We could touch wings.
Yeah, what if we touch tips? Yeah. That is gonna be sad for them, as they have no chance of warming their tires. Which they...
How much of a difference does that make?
I think it does quite a sizable one. I mean, I'll be on the top guys, but I don't know, if you want to like hop on any POVs of these guys and see how much they get smoked on the start.
Man, don't tell me who's POV to hop on.
Oh, I don't...
It will be Cherry anyway.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, hell yeah.
You know how it goes.
Yeah. Big fight for P1,
like-
and then Herb's
It's like,
just
don't
like,
tell me
"Yo,
who to
Doom,
watch.
Cherry has just almost lost
I
his
want it to
car
be
there."
my idea.
He's just chilling in P70.
Slightly, well, now I'm not doing it meme.
Might Drenov. Oh yeah. Okay. Try. Will I break the game now? Who knows? Doesn't come after Y.
Or so you thought.
Yeah, so I thought.
The brand new Balphabet making its debut in 2024.
I sure hope he can join back and take control before we start.
While the drivers are reforming the grid, and we will see how this race start goes with the big four up top. I think it's fair to call it big four. These four sure are big.
Yeah, they are, I think. Well, them and Janeman. Oh, and East has actually won one as well, I think.
But
Are
no, that
the
doesn't count.
race winners of this elite. Oh, and I forgot Marslian. Oh my god, hang on. Drenov apparently has gotten in, which is very nice and cool. I see another perspective. Okay, Drenov AI has jump started. Oh my god. He's now stationary on the grid. Oi, there's some contact, but apparently he is now good to go. Cherry has gotten a 5-second penalty.
Oh boy, I did not enjoy watching Cherry's POV here.
I'm sorry, mate. There has been another big coming together. The Yeast caught up somewhat with Nitro, apparently. 5-second penalties flying left and right here, as the top guys sort of stayed the same. Janeman, of course, gaining that position over Drenov, who did not really start at all. And, yeah, apart from that, I think Yansha gained a couple. And 4 unchanged. Midfield, pretty much unchanged. Cherry might have gained a couple positions as well. Fanta and Lauda were pretty much where they started on.
Yeah, so a little bit of an incident at the back, particularly involving Drenov. It's a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
But it's what it is.
Not sure why he decided to reverse back in. I mean, I guess it makes sense to reverse into his grid slot or something. I don't think you're allowed to reverse on the grid because it's just too dangerous. And oh, Exhibit A. So, Janeman was looking like he was gonna make a move on Hussein there briefly. He has the tire advantage, of course. His goal is gonna be to move up into the lead as fast as possible to get a potential advantage. And he's done it now on Hussein. Further back, Emils has moved past Mr. Mouse as well. Very nicely done by him. Donny there getting a 3-second time penalty. Gonna be Marslian here lurking. Oh, Astrinov has retired.
Yikes.
Yeah. Yikes.
No double points for Mercedes.
Yeah, a little bit sad of a start there. Connectivity issues are unfortunately still a big thing of this game, but at some point it's gonna hit everybody, I guess. Oh. One of the soft drivers right now really is in range. Janeman a little bit too far away from Eagle and not really close enough to Hussein here neither. Looked more like Cherry could. Oh no, I think Cherry just got overtaken by Phantomy. But he will reclaim the throne. P12 into here.
Ah, yes. The throne.
Is at least a modest looking chair.
It's more like a stool, let's be real.
Oh, well.
It's not even in the points, man.
May as well
You,
just...
you only get a cushion if you're in the points.
Yeah, nah, he's sitting on an imaginary chair. Lauda not really getting far neither, but I guess he has the hearts. He's more in for the long run. And given that this is a little bit of a DRS train, you can't really get past Phantominum here in the Haas neither.
Yeah, so a little bit static at the top end of the grid at the moment, but there's not much gap. It's certainly a gap car right now.
Yeah, Seagull super close to Jimsky. Move could come any moment. It of course doesn't yet. Don't think Seagull is willing to risk here correct position at this point of the race. Of course, still early. But as we've seen, the race is racing. Time actually passes very quickly. 29 laps, but laps only take you like 1 minute 20. Pace even 1:24 or something.
Yeah, this will
So-
probably take less time than the challenge race if there's no safety
Yeah.
cars.
Yeah, I don't quite think so, but could be. Honestly, could be close. I think it's still 9 laps more. Surely we didn't get 9 extra minutes under safety car, right?
But does the failed start count?
Okay, yeah, fair. If that counts, then yes. Might be true. I mean, yeah, we started this race at 9 in the end. It's probably the latest we've ever done it. So, usually
Maybe that's why Drouin off DNF'd, because they said something about needing to go at half past. I don't know.
Oh lord. Yeah, fair. Well, no positional changes up top. The Cherry and Fanta. Oh, not where I wanted. Have changed positions apparently again. They're now in between the two hard runners again. And we are a little bit isolated. Cherry has had a little bit of a gap to the rest of the top 10. And, well, the other McLaren here, Kingsman, falling down 4 seconds behind Marcellian as well. They're creating the second bigger gap here. Marcellian is going to make a move on Mr. Mouse right now. He has a lot of overspeed. The outside line. Fairly advantageous for him. Seems like this move is just overdue. Looks so much quicker. Oh my god, and we have a safety car. BSC. Kingsman is the world's best backwards
He's
driver.
the world's backest.
Yeah.
What did he do? He got the back?
He got no front, so he went back. What's
Bars.
yeah.
So virtual safety car is no exceeding your delta pace, right?
Sir.
Does that mean you can overtake if somebody else slows up?
You're
or...
still not allowed to. And
Oh.
technically you shouldn't be able to overtake because everybody has the exact same delta. So you shouldn't be able to legally run quicker than the car in front. But it's also illegal to run much slower. So that you can't just hold off.
Well, it was over as quickly as it came. And Jimsky maintains the lead for the time being.
Did he maintain it or did he obtain it? Was he in front before the VSC?
Oh, I thought he was. I could be
I
wrong.
don't think so. I think he just grabbed it real
Oh.
quick. Grabbed it from the Rapid.
Rapid was like, here, hold this.
Well. Now Seagull is knocking on Rapid's door.
Yeah, they're so close right now, actually. Less than a second separating the three of them.
Yeah, Janeman has dropped behind a little bit, 0.8. As would be really crucial for him to keep this DRS train alive. Otherwise, I think he's going to come under some heavy attack by Hussein.
Well, Seagull
Yeah.
he was going for it briefly, but trouble is, they're so close together right now that him overtaking Rapid is just going to see him in the back of Jimsky.
Yeah, and Rapid also has DRS, so it's like considerably harder for Seagull to get much overspeed. Rapid.
So the three of them may just chill where they are for the time being.
Oh,
until race strategy develops.
someone who isn't chilling here, I think, is going to be Emils. Because Hussein has just dropped out of the DRS window of Yanneman. And Emils will gladly take that opportunity and go past 5. Rapid has reclaimed the lead. Time. But yeah, Jimsky and Eagle, of course, following close by, saving a lot of their ERS for dire times. As far as I've seen, the track is relatively good on ERS. You can build it up quite considerably again. There's a bunch of very hard braking. Touch that thing. So technically this is a track where you can use a bit more, well, playful, that extra energy. Guys are currently not. See what Kingsman is cooking here. Now in a battle with Switcheroo. East is just ahead of them. These guys here, a little group that has been struck by early race incidents, so all of them are already on the hard tire. Some have already pitted. Oh, Jimsky and Seagull go past Rapid, and so the cookie crumbles. Lead has changed. Rapid looks like he might come back here, but just choosing to stay behind for now. Of course, he did not have DRS yet. Oh my, okay. That was a little bit of an uncommon move there by Rapid that we just tuned into. He must have made some sort of mistake there. Have both Eagle and Rapid go past just like that. Now Yanneman is in serious attacking range as well. Again, within half a second, Emils is up there too. Really wonder what the stretch is going to be for the soft runners. I think they banked on an early safety car, pretty much. Yeah, that has not really come yet, so
Yeah, they're going to have to pit soon, I presume.
yeah,
Next 3 or 4 laps.
I think at latest. I think these softs right now will probably be starting to get very bad. I think Yanneman himself said that he is not really preserving tires well, but he's not really getting that much slower when they get older. So maybe for him it's still fine right now, but he's already struggling to maintain the second gap to the top 3. So I don't think the softs can go much longer. As soon as he loses DRS, I think he's in the pits. Caution sector 1. What happened there? There's a Ferrari in the wall. But he is going again. Also not in the wall apparently. At least there's no damage. Once more. Rapid Seagull Jimsky. A picture that we've seen so often in the last 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But it's good racing.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I'm not complaining. It's not like the good old Hamilton, Verstappen, Bottas times. Where literally every race was just them being 15 seconds apart in P1, 2 and 3. These guys are never more than a second apart. Can't be separated really by much.
Oh, they can be separated, but you don't always want to see that.
Oh, safety car, safety car. Lauda has spun and lost his front wing, and that is coming in clutch for Yanneman and Emils. Will have only gained now from all of this, because they got the advantageous start on the softs, and everybody else is probably gonna come in for hards now as well, as I'm sure you can end your race on hards here. 19 laps should be possible. So yeah, it's gonna be leveled ground for everyone here.
Would it So soft medium not really possible then.
I don't think you would want to do that. Maybe they go for mediums. I'm not sure. How long?
I'm more thinking of the medium drivers that are still out. I mean, they're pitting anyway, so I guess it doesn't really
I mean,
matter.
the medium drivers will have to go for hards regardless, because softs can't make it to the end unless you want to go another soft medium. Oh, Jannemann is going for medium, so he's gonna take the gamble. He thinks he can bring his tires through to the end. And he will have the tire advantage for now, but he's literally the only one right now, except Fantaminum, who was already driving on the hards. So, yeah, I think you only have one set of hards for the race. Makes sense that they go back to the mediums. But yeah, mediums might be a stretch here then, and hards could be the slightly better alternative.
Tianxia deciding not to pit.
Yeah, I
She
think
remains on 10-lap mediums.
it was somewhat in range of Fanta, was ahead. And so probably didn't want to double stack. Not sure. I think waiting the 5 seconds or something there is still better than just hitting afterwards. That is her call. She has been in the focus in the last few races for some yeah, suboptimal hit calls under safety car. So maybe this is another one of these situations. So we're probably gonna have about 16, 17 laps when safety car comes in. And yeah, hopefully not too many other safety cars, to be honest. The exchanging of positions in pretty much everywhere was quite enjoyable to watch so far. Real shame, of course, for Drenov here. I would have loved to see a newcomer up in the mix there with the top guys. But yeah, also shoutouts to Emils, I guess, in P6 here, given that he only promoted to elites before the prior season. Really up to pace with the top guys.
Yeah, I mean, I told you so. I said in the end of the previous race that my predicted DNFs were actually doing really well. And currently, Emils is P6, MQ is in the points, and Lauda was in the points before the spin. So, yeah.
He could be in a worse position, to be honest. P13, it's fresh, soft mediums. Oh, Nitro retired. Switcheroo is in pits for whatever reason. Probably to get hard tires.
Didn't realise the pit crew did that kind of thing for your car.
Well. Yeah, care what you say. If you say I want hard, might be in for a 15-second stop instead. Okay.
The things we'll say under safety car.
Yeah.
Might as well just put a padlock on our mouths.
True, honestly. That sounds painful.
I mean,
it would be cool if you could do the, like... You do that, like, when you were younger, where you, like...
What, put a padlock on my mouth? I can't say I did.
Like, I wouldn't say the emote, but just, like, act like you seal your mouth shut.
What, the zipping one?
Throw the key away, yeah, sorta. Imagine the power move if you could just do that, IRL.
What, zip someone else's mouth shut and throw the key away?
No, your own, man.
Oh. Why is that a power move?
I don't know, someone
Ridding
calls
yourself
you
of
out
your
on your
ability to
bullshit and
speak.
you're just like, yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. Watch me. Unmouth my mouth.
I don't know, man. I think it'd be cooler if you could do it to someone else, like... Yeah.
Ask mage hand and just zip their mouth up. Ah, well.
Surely it's coming in this lap, no?
Surely it is, yeah. Everybody is bunched up. Apart from Donny, who just decided to pit again. Mm.
I guess he enjoyed his first one. Am I
Well,
right?
well, he got hard again.
He wanted to go back for seconds. I
Yeah.
can't blame him.
He went from medium to hard to medium to hard. It really is a roller coaster for the Alfa Romeo boys. Anyways, I sure hope the safety car is coming in this lap. Vector 3 line is approaching, and usually we know by then. East ain't happy,
Ooh.
XD. Yeah, I can imagine, I guess.
Hey, safety car in this lap.
Hell yeah. So, how many rear ends will we count?
Hopefully none. It's not
I've
too
seen
much
none
to
so
ask
far.
for, is it?
Rapid for sure slowing the field down a fair amount, but keeping a speed sort of constant.
Oh boy, this is very slow.
Oh, this is like what you're supposed to do. Melbourne is a very good location for safety car restarts as well. Because the Sector 3 starts so early, so the safety car just gives you way more time to set up. So Rapid could basically start going from here already, and he has like 3 different points where he could go. I think he goes right now, right?
Oh yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, so, yeah. You have like a lot of options, and here he really caught Seagull off guard a little bit because he went so early, and so Seagull can't immediately attack. And further back he has Tiancha, I think, and Fanta. Already second gaps because they just didn't expect it at that point. So very nice restart here. No change of position further up. Back down there is some incidents. Lauda, who caused the safety car, finds himself at the end of the field again. But apart from that, a lot of drivers on the hards. I really wonder what Jannemann can do now. He has an advantage for quite a lot of the race, I think. I'd say probably for another 10 laps or so, his mediums will be better than all the other tires. Then in the last 5-6 laps maybe, he will have to fight back a little bit. He must gain the positions prior to that point, so he can just defend.
Fabian says reset. Who did this?
Lip reset? I don't know who did this.
Not the cool kind of reset, unfortunately.
Must be one of the new guys. I think Lauda didn't, and Furious and Donny here were... Furious and Donny is one guy. Donny and Switcheroo were in a little bit of an incident right now. Oh man, shitso moment. We just watched Furious Donny do it. Man, maybe I was reading chat and not looking green. Or maybe you guys just have another stream on some Discord. Or another POV open. Who knows?
It's
Wild
me.
evening.
I'm streaming on
no.
Monday's esport.
Monday's
I'm sorry.
esports. Oh, my biggest threat. Oh lord, Tiancha has spun it. But she gets going again. Does she go into oncoming traffic? She doesn't. Very wise. And personally, do not recommend doing that. Lipski is slow right now. The second down of Seagull and Rapid, which is a bit atypical and could open him up to a very quick attack here by Jannemann. As Rimsky will not have DRS here, I think, so Jannemann can just pounce on that opportunity and gain a lot of time on the Ferrari. Okay, DRS is only just now activated anyways. Well, yeah, nobody had DRS up to this point, but I guess Jannemann will have it on the back straights. Or were you all in group VC? That's kind of cool.
I presume the Astral VC, famous.
My head.
The famous Astral VC. Let me have a quick look. Actually, I'm gonna. There is 6 people Kingsman, Tiensha, Fanta, Cherry, and Yeast. All in the VC.
Fair.
Just leaking it, don't mind me.
So, Yaneman Attack has not quite struck gold yet. He has gained a lot of time and I think forced a track limit there out of Jimsky. And do think start-finish straight is probably going to be the end for Jimsky's free privileges.
Privileges.
Yeah, Yaneman's gonna un-P3 him. Well, but not yet. Maybe into turn 3. But I think he's too far away again. Jimsky's just having lightning speed out of these turns, but also, well, lightning ES usage. And not much of it left at all, whereas Yaneman there has a sizably filled tank at his distribution still. For the back, Mr. Mouse here, sort of pressuring Marseillan, but not really too much. Oh, yellow flags. Another louder team. Not really the day for louder here today.
Yeah, it's a shame for him as well. We were discussing the possibility of the Aston Martin title charge, but of course that requires both drivers to really be pulling their weight as much as the AlphaTauri guys are.
Yeah, or the Red Bull guys even. Currently the best positioned team here. Meals ahead of Marseillan and Seagull winning in the, well, I want to put it in quotation marks, driver 1 battle against Yaneman as well. Yaneman and Marseillan, of course, the immediately neighbored seeds, so very similar in pace here. But I think with Seagull and Meals, yeah, we have a multiple times tier champion and yeah, second season for Emils on the other side. So crazy for him to just yeah, beat Marseillan, who was around for such a long time for now. Rapid and Seagull carrying. Well, Jimsky has closed up again and can now recover some ERS maybe, I think. It was really on a drained battery there. Now the slipstream, the DRS is gonna help him out a little bit. Help him stay competitive towards the end of the race. Both Seagull and Rapid are using a sizable amount, really. Rapid seems to have really good pace on these hards that he can outmanage, I guess. Seagull on the ERS. VSC though, coming up here.
Well, this could be interesting for Yaneman specifically.
Meals and Marseillan, also very interesting. Both of them going to the pits. As presumably not the worst call. I think, well, you lose less time during VSC because everyone has to go slower. And these mediums, fresh mediums now, means they can really push hard and they will easily get to the end of this. And they could potentially gain a lot of time here. So very interesting move, of course. They will have to gain back all the time they lost in the pits first. But yeah, Emil's still P8. But what has happened to Marseillan? Marseillan is just behind Mofa now, who they apparently yeah, ran into while exiting the pits again. Oh, also Kingsman is in between them. Ah, really unfortunate timing for Marseillan then. Rapid has apparently been jumped by both Seagull and Jimsky. Restart, of course, is a tricky thing. It can really screw you over depending on where you are. If, for example, Rapid is already on a high-speed part, but he has to keep his delta low to not exceed it, and then the restart comes, of course, he can start accelerating in the middle of the straight, for example. If Seagull, which I presume happens, gets the go on the exit of a turn, he can accelerate way earlier and thus gain way more time on Rapid. Emils is quick here, to be honest. Yeah, Nitro saying truth here. I think Emils already 2 seconds away from Marcellian, who of course had to go through Kingsman and Mofa. But he has also gained about 3 seconds already on MQ, I think. So, yeah, Emils does have quite some pace around here. Especially on these fresh mediums now. Rapid. That's not gonna go past Jimsky, instead giving him a little slap on the rear there. Nothing more happening off it though. Yannemann is lurking for any potential mistake or collision guys ahead have. Seagull might be running away a little bit right now. Losing, not losing, also losing, but using a lot of ERS to potentially get a second gap between himself and Jimsky. This is probably his best bet of getting away further and potentially into safety from Rapid a little bit.
Yeah, expect Rapid to still be able to reel them in though. I think this is just going to come down to final lap overtakes potentially between these guys with the way it's going so far.
Yeah, it has been like this in the past.
I've definitely seen a race or two where they just sort of bide their time. I mean,
yeah.
Overtaking for the sake of overtaking and then you have the switchback, it doesn't necessarily benefit you long term.
Yeah. And if you have to use too many resources to do that as well, like, you're just gonna get overtaken when it matters, and it's just bad. We've had it 1 or 2 times where Seagull has been sitting in P2 the entire race, like sort of just managed, but then in the end lacked the time to go for the final move, because Rapid just defended it better, because it is sort of risky, because you really only have like 1 chance. And there is another safety car. This could be huge for Mr. Mouse here. He has to come in. Yeah, that's a good call.
Will there be any other pits, I wonder?
I think MQ should come in, Kingsman, Mofa should come in. Everybody else has been under VSC, and they don't really need new tires. But these guys, they can go on softs now. There's gonna be a 2-3 lap soft safety car here maybe, and they're gonna have like 5 to 6 laps of racing. Perfect for the softs. You can really push hard, and they'll still be somewhat good. And yeah, apparently even Fanta comes in on 2 lap old mediums.
Why wouldn't Yannemann pit in this situation? I mean, those 11 lap mediums can't be doing too good.
They were past the pit entry when the safety car was announced.
Ah, so he could still go then.
It's gonna be more and more bad, because people will start closing up to the safety car queue. It's really just an unfortunate situation there for the top 5, because they were like 5 seconds ahead of everybody else, and they were just on a start-finish straight, whereas Mr. Mouse could immediately jump into the pits, and the others were just past the pit entry when the safety car was announced. And I don't think they really can afford to pit at this point. They rather have to hope that they can hold on for these last few laps. Gonna make it very interesting. Arcian has pitted as well, which is interesting too, because I guess he lost like 2 track positions. He was just behind Emils beforehand. But yeah, this can potentially be very good for the following people, but Jimsky, Rapid and Hussein are still choosing to go in. Yannemann and Seagull stay out, which is, I think, the right call, but I might just be hella wrong here, because we have seen it in the past, where you think like, oh, only gonna be 3 or 4 laps, surely they can just hold, but they can't. I mean, Emil's Seagull has the advantage of Emil's. He's on relatively good tires. He can potentially block for Seagull a little bit. But yeah,
Will
let's...
he though? Or will Emil's sense the opportunity for a race win of his own?
He might. I am not entirely sure if they are
'Cause
in the
I'm not
sea
sure
and
if these guys.
such.
I don't think these guys are communicating with each other, Seagull and Emils.
Like, in this situation, I would ask Seagull, I don't know. Like, the reasonable thing is, you block for me for the last 5 laps, and I let you pass on the very last lap or something. Because otherwise Seagull is just gonna be eaten up by everybody else. And, well, Emils will lose time to fight past Seagull. You say Seagull and Janneman are F tier. Yeah, they might be. I think Janneman is gonna have a tough time for sure. Seagull probably too. They are a bit lucky that they have Emils between them and the soft runners, because now you have like a little bit of a gradual disadvantage. Like, you have only a slight disadvantage against Emils, who has a slight disadvantage against Mr. Mouse. Whereas Mr. Mouse, for example, could just drive past these guys on his fresh softs. But he maybe can't drive past Emils.
Lots to think about that this safety car situation has created. Is whatever happens, it will be an exciting end to the race.
Yes, and also to Jimsky Hussein Rapid. Rapid on
Rapid
mediums here.
mediums, yeah.
I wonder.
Can he make it through 13 people?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, yes, they are
And
on
there's some
the
good
best
drivers in there.
Yeah, they are on the best tires now, but everybody else is too. Like, they have to make up so much ground here.
And there's going to be a gap opening up at the top shortly, albeit a small one.
Probably had no softs left. Rapid? Don't think he has driven softs in crazy. There are some people
he
who
started on hards.
Yeah, there are some people who genuinely prefer mediums over softs. Because the softs really, like, they start to drop off very early. The reason why you don't go for qualifying runs on used tires. The first 2 laps is where this tire really shines.
Wait, no, Rapid must have used softs at some point.
No, he was on hards before. I think
They
he was
weren't
medium
22 lap
hards,
old
medium.
hards though. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Well, we're going again after this lap concludes. So we'll have 5 laps of genuine racing.
3DNF's Eric is still here with us, yeah. Yeah.
And I finally got one right. Louder.
Yep. Old Seagull definitely not too slow here with the restart. Safety car still a good way away from the pits. So Seagull can't just pick up the pace just yet. Gonna limit his options quite considerably.
Yeah, he's in second gear. Rapid was in first gear for most of the
Oh
restart.
my god, and Seagull spun into the pits. Oh well. Spun away
He tried
there.
to spin into the pits, yikes.
Oh god, yeah, he tried to go in the middle of the turn and then just lost traction. And well, Nitro was for sure correct in his assessment of Seagull will be effed, but it is through his own fault.
What?
Everybody's getting yellow flags for overtaking Seagull here. Before the safety car line. And yeah, I don't know, maybe these 5 seconds penalties will be removed, but yeah. Oh
Well, it's
boy.
Janneman then who has the race lead.
Yes, and
from Emils and Mr. Mouse. What a podium.
let us... Oh no, this was not what I meant to do. Was also not what I meant to do. Look at the penalties. Everybody behind Janneman on 5 seconds except Cherry.
What's Cherry on?
3. So Cherry could gain big time here as well if he can stay there. Oh, and Janneman 3 second time penalty. given that these 5 seconds might be removed. Not sure. This is of course majorly bad for Jannemann, who is in a suboptimal position regardless.
I have no idea who's winning right now. I guess it's
Yeah.
Mr. Mouse.
Yeah, I think it will be. Mr. Mouse just drove past Emils and Jannemann. Like, if you two are unhappy with each other, I'm just gonna go right past, boys. But yeah, Jannemann now overtaken by Emils and MQ as well, who could claim his maiden podium here, I think. In P3 right now.
This reminds me of, what was it, Gasly, Ocon, and someone else. It was in Baku 2019, I think.
Vettel. Oh,
Was it? I don't know.
but it was Paris in P1. Baku 2019.
I may have the wrong one.
Yeah,
Ignore me.
might be. Actually, I might have the wrong one as well. I know Stroll got P3 once in Baku.
Oh, that might have been it, actually. Was it Gasly, Ocon, and Stroll?
I am not sure. Gasly and Ocon were never on the podium together, I think. Both of them have an individual race win, I think. Ocon at Hungary, Gasly at Brazil. Right? Or was it... Bro, I'm not sure. Maybe it was at Monza as well. My brain is cooked. DRS is enabled. Where's Jannemann at this point? Marcian is through as well here. Probably team order. Because Marcian has better chances upwards.
Oh, it was...
What? Jimsky is P4. Somehow Jimsky has made his way all the way through to P4 already. How has that happened? That's crazy, honestly. Like, being so much quicker through the field than Rapid and Hussein. So 2 more laps for him, and honestly I think he might be in position to win this. Gonna go past MQ now on the inside. Not gonna be an issue. And MQ's now under threat by Marsleyan here. Not quite in position to make the move just yet, but Jimsky now pushing up on Emils. Probably gonna have an easy time there on the start finish straight just because of the tire advantage. Then Mr. Mouse is the last hurdle Jimsky has to overcome. Let's see. Ferrari of Jimsky not quite having the speed on the start finish straight. This one is benefiting soft tires a bit better and get a way better exit. Still not the speed to get past the Red Bull.
No, Mills holding him off still for the time being.
Gonna get harder and harder for him to defend, but of course he's gonna try to get his penalty removed there, and then it is a net P2 that he is defending right now. There's still 1.5 more laps, so there's plenty of opportunities for Jimsky still, but yeah, not too many anymore.
He's got nothing in the tank there, so going
Oh
into
my,
overtake.
Emils around the outside. This is usually not working. Inside is really where you want to go here.
Oh.
Wow, and very slow there by
close
Mr.
together.
Mouse, yeah. MQ there under threat seriously now by Marcian as well. A little bit of active slipstream here. Marcian, careful. No touching.
And I now have Rapid in the mix as well. Kingsman has been disqualified for going the wrong way.
Apparently, Jimsky through to P2. And now has it all to do against Mr. Mouse. Last lap. This would be an amazing recovery strategy-wise there for Jimsky.
Ooh. Gosh, Mr. Mouse coming out of that corner.
Looking a little bit sketchy here. But oh boy, he has now 2 more DRS zones to defend against the Ferrari. Cherry with the time penalties could cost him greatly, but he's dropped down so far regardless already. Doesn't really matter. Mr. Mouse using a lot of his energy. Jimsky has the DRS advantage, but no more ERS at all. The Mouse covering well here into the chicane. Jimsky going side by side already. No contact here, but he's gonna try again. Into the right-handers. Probably his last chance here at P1. Mr. Mouse staying ahead here. No contact yet again. Last few turns. Mr. Mouse, right-hander, cleanly taken. Now half a second ahead of Jimsky. This might be enough on the final straight. One last turn here. Who's getting the better exit? Jimsky snapping towards it. And it does look like he does not quite have the exit speed. And the Alfa Romeo, Mr. Mouse on track, winning the maiden race here. As, well, Marslian and Rapid will climb P2 and 3 for now. We'll see about all those penalties. I don't think this grid can be trusted much right now.
I think those penalties will get removed. There wasn't really anything those guys could do about overtaking Seagull, so...
Yeah, you are not allowed to overtake a, like, legally going car, I guess, but Seagull was quite obviously off track and rejoining. So I think in that case, usually there should be made an exception. So, they may appeal this. But yeah, Switcheroo getting driver of the day, apparently. Not quite sure where they landed in the end. But what a finish for the top guys. Nice recovery after the late pit stop by Jimsky. And, well, it really went away from Seagull and Jannemann for not pitting there quite hard. But I guess without Seagull and Jannemann not pitting and holding off Emils and the others for at least a lap or two, Jimsky probably couldn't have made it all the way back up. We caught the race director for that case. I guess so, but like... No, it's like a 5-second penalty that hasn't been served anyway, right? Corner cut 1. But anyways, I'm gonna go through it here anyway, after we've looked at what we have right now. Can't really tell who is where. Jannemann all the way down to P9 though. Where's Seagull even? Is he even top 10 anymore? Down to P15 here. Really gotten all wrong for him with that scuffed restart. And yeah, a couple of point scorers here that you predicted, I guess. Well, MQ there.
Yeah, what a finish.
Incidents. Alright, so, long stream tonight, after some initial technical difficulties. We've at least made it live on the Twitch. We tried to multi-stream on YouTube. I'm not entirely sure why, but I guess we'll work on a fix in the meantime. It was a pleasant raid regardless. With that, really gotta say thank you all for tuning in, and thank you, my guy, you Herbie.
Yes, was fun.
Yeah, for coming in as well. Bro, they just went straight into another race. These guys are crazy. Yeah, actually, the Elite Tier race coming up right now. We're going into qualifying. No, we're going into retirement for this week. So enjoy your evenings, everybody, and see you next week. Bye. And it's lights out and away we go here in Formula Sundays. Through the final chicane, and the AlphaTauri hits the wall of champions.